The first part of your journey was to be born into lies and illusions, limitations surrounding you and life, patterns, opinions of others. Your first lesson was to see past that. You may have felt that you've always been able to see through what other people are saying, thinking, doing, feeling, or something that does not align with what you find to be your inner truth. All the answers and all the rewards were not handed to you instantly on a silver platter. Seeking the truth, seeking the answers, seeking clarity. This was surrounding purpose, meaning, and the power of it. At a very young age, you may have had thoughts and emotions and questions about why we're here, why you're here, who we are, what is the meaning behind all of this. You had a drive and a desire to understand what your purpose was, what the reason is for all of this. You wanted to see past the lies and the illusions. You wanted to discover it. You had to let go of past life memories and memories from your childhood to allow for beginnings to unfold for you. You had a lot of memories that you needed to process, that you needed to get past. You had to learn to connect with your angels and connect with your chakras, meditate, and identify what your power was. You had to find your inner peace, connect with what's mystical, connect with your soul. You may have been highly spiritual from a very young age. This allowed you to connect to the present time and release the memories of the past. And this is a pattern. There's a lot here about truth. Look at tall tale. Truth, honesty, truth, transparency, sincerity, communication, all surrounding purpose, meaning, and the power of it. And you didn't easily buy into what other people said. You always wanted to know the truth. One of your past life lessons that was carried into this lifetime that you've been mastering is speaking your truth. See how there's a lock here on this person's throat? Allowing yourself to be fully transparent and truthful by speaking your truth. Because it wasn't that you were a liar, but you may have hesitated to always speak your truth. You had to unlock your throat. So a throat chakra is one of the big key life lessons that was a theme and a pattern in your soul's contract in this lifetime, carried over from a past life. You're learning to live more presently instead of in the memories of the past. And this has opened you up to beginnings. During this process, you had to catch your breath and know that you are worth it. Struggles, challenges, and lessons in this lifetime was to learn to calm yourself, to connect with your breath, to do breath work, to be patient, but to also know your worth. That was a big underlining theme. You were surrounded by people and circumstances that did not honor your worthiness, that taught you the lie that said you were not worthy. There was a lie portrayed to you in regards to your environment and surroundings and life circumstances that would have told you that you were not worthy. By that I mean family, friends, romantic partners, and employment undermined your value and or did not readily validate your worth and value, took you for granted. Many of them saw your worth and value, but they didn't want you to know it. So they wanted you to buy into the lie that you were less than what you really are. It doesn't mean everybody's terrible, but you've had experiences that told you a lie, and this was about discovering your truth. It took time and circumstances for you to get the view from above, to see the big picture, because you had to navigate through all of this. You were treading thoughtfully, and you had very narrow pathways. You were not given a lifeline, a soul's contract that just was super easy with so many opportunities. This was a harder one. let's say that we were looking at a maze. This is like an expert level maze or moderate level. It wasn't easy. You had to navigate and see from above. See the narrow pathway view from above, tread thoughtfully. Big picture, it's giving me maze. There were a lot of dead ends. There were a lot of wrong turns. And you had to use your higher awareness in order to navigate from point A to B and to figure out how to get out of sticky situations. To go with the flow. A theme in the past and present, in this lifetime and others, was learning how to step into the flow and be divinely guided. To stay calm. We got catch your breath and flow. So this is a very harmonious Zen Om energy you had to learn to do. And then we have a rebirth. So you've endured a lot of loss, a lot of endings. The rising of the phoenix story. You are a comeback queen or comeback king. You were meant to have a rebirth in this lifetime. You are highly compassionate, highly kind. Others, most people, not everyone, but most people received you and perceived you as very kind and compassionate. And you stayed that until you couldn't any longer. I was tapping into missions, purpose, calling, and we got alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. Your soul's contract, your mission, purpose, and calling was to not have an easy life. And then the reward came, let's say the second half of life, like in adulthood, getting the reward. Alchemy. One of your themes is that you're an alchemist. You know how to turn lemons into lemonade, how to turn hard times into lessons, how to turn pain into power, how to turn struggle into strength. There's nothing easy about this journey. You are meant to live a life that is graceful, easy, luxurious, but that comes after grit. Through blood, sweat, and tears do you reach that point. This is coming through to help you gain a perspective on the journey that you've had thus far, so that you can actually look back with appreciation and understanding and gratitude instead of hurt or resentment. It helps to have the shift. Look at this. I shuffled from the tarot, only two came out. Loss, pessimism, negativity, defeat, unfair, disappointment, shifting into fearlessness, spontaneity, fun, stepping into your own power, stepping to the beat of your own drum, doing things on your own terms. By having experienced loss, defeat, sadness, and many unfair things that pushed you into a phase and a cycle that was very disappointing and frustrating, you were able to turn and alchemize that lemon into lemonades, galloping around on a horse. This is figuratively representing embracing your true identity, living authentically you with fearlessness, fun, and spontaneity, an adventurous and wild spirit. There's this side of you that is a wild and unpredictable, vibrant spirit after so much loss. So this is you having a rebirth. Change, embracing your true identity, living authentically you with fearlessness, fun, and spontaneity, an adventurous and wild spirit. There's this side of you that is a wild and unpredictable, vibrant spirit after so much loss. So this is you having a rebirth. Change has been a theme in your life. You may also have an affinity to dragons or dragonflies. Change